What's this? What's happening to Kanye? I need Peppy's hentai folder right now. So Tarks is the goat of mapping and no one comes close. The current AIM slot meta is the best thing to ever happen to Osu. Spare did nothing wrong. Wait, chat. So I wasn't interested in the Spare situation until my Clips channel got like 6,000 views in 1 hour. Holy fuck, 5.1 thousand views 7 hours ago. Chat, what's going on with Spare? I'm suddenly interested. What's going on? He's banned? Oh my god? What? Wait, I thought his scores were just wiped. It's totally not like you guys told me that and I completely ignored you because I was grinding Osu, right? Nope. Spare is banned? Whatever happened to the score wipe? I thought Osu Report did some kind of funny thing and they were like, you know what, Spare? Your scores from a billion years ago are already wiped. You served your time? What is this? What is this Spare's profile?
I'm at work. Just wanted to let you know you're still washed.
Shut up. Wait, so this is 2204373 Spare? Wait, chat, there has to be some lore master or some shit. What's going on? Whoa! Today I learned a loud statement of the community's have impact on Peppy's decision, so maybe we'll try to do it one more time regarding adjusting laser score multipliers. Quote a tweet. What do you think? Hello, OSU community. Sorry for any confusion this caused. Recently, we've gathered enough evidence that proves without a doubt that Spare set cheated scores in late April and throughout May of 2020. Originally, we were intending to go by our standard policies for cases in the distance past. We fixed the issue by removing score and don't restrict because it was so long ago. We've had this policy for over a decade. That said, we sometimes make exceptions. Given how high profile the cheated scores were and taking into consideration the community's immediate response, we have decided to place a restriction. How long the restriction will last, of course, depends on how things go from here. Holy fuck. Wait, so the scores were wiped were 100% cheated? This explains it really good. You're a bitch. And everyone knows it. Your mother, your father, your grandfather, your sister, your sister's sister, your sister's brother. That's not you. Everyone knows. What's this? Chat. The retention on this clip
BTMC
is going down.
right now.
I need the actual video explaining it now. Otherwise, everyone's going to click off.
What's up, everyone? So,
Oh, finally, Stu. Thank you. All right, Stu. You're saving the views. Thank you.
back in 2020, Spare set some really crazy scores, like for example Hard Rock FC on Cry Thunder, NFC on Engrifer, and other scores that have been pretty much considered as some very legendary scores. If you look at the replays, you will see that he has some very weird snappy aim on some of the scores, but it was never...
I thought that was a tablet bug. I remember seeing about that shit, but like, it was reproducible as a tablet bug and he was legit, right?
The audience has always been 50-50 split on whether or not Spare is actually cheating or not, especially when you consider that it is a fact in 2015 that someone paid for Spare to be unbanned. But while we are already in 2025, it was posted and discovered by a few people that all of the scores that we just previously mentioned that were set in 2020 from Spare were wiped out of his profile, and after 5 years, Spare got banned in OSU for cheating in 2020. Now, at first people thought that this might have been a mass support ban, but it was confirmed later that it was an actual restriction and not a mass report or an account deletion. And people were stating two things in the comments of this post. First thing is how OSU support have been running on Internet Explorer mode, and the fact that it took them 5 years for them to realize that Spare was actually cheating.
Does anyone have actual like lore masters as to like, did Spare actually pay for an unban? Because I heard about that, but then I also heard it was disproven. Someone paid for his unban? What evidence is that? Because I'm almost sure that OSU support mentioned something like, this is fake news or some shit. So then it was like, okay, Spare, people are saying that Spare did it. OSU support saying that they didn't do it. So it's like, where's the conclusive evidence? Where's the primary evidence that says otherwise? Here's the evidence. I'm very skeptical to click on this link. Why did your link magically disappear? Bob, why did you just ban him? Bob, why did you just unban him? Fucking hell, ban his ass. I don't give a shit. Ain't no way, dude. This is an entirely different fucking meta of Rickrolling, bro. An Osu profile? Really? Really? The chat, listen. Okay, I need the collective 5 brain cells of my chat to join together. Please, dude, please. Can someone please help me get to the bottom of this? I genuinely don't know. Is the spare buying an unbanned situation true? And show me the evidence of it. Yes, he confirmed it himself. Show me the evidence. Spares play on tool spits. I would like to get a few things out of the way before I begin. Hold on. Before we switch to this subject, does anyone... Does anyone have conclusive primary evidence as to spare receiving an unban through a payment? Because I see this literally tossed around everywhere, and I've never seen...
I'm just gonna run through this and try to explain what
I've never seen any conclusive, like, smoking gun, like, primary source of someone saying it.
Alright, TJ, just to correct you,
Spare admits to unban.
Alright, TJ, just to correct you, I myself have never used money to get unbanned. Someone else paid for me.
Holy shit.
Just want to put it out there.
So it's real.
In before they ban you because you're fucking
In before they,
skating
someone
more.
on Reddit takes what I just said seriously, by the way.
No fucking difference. I'm not saying it makes a difference. Yes, I got unbanned for money, but people saying you paid, I didn't pay.
Then why did OSU support say that didn't happen? I remember seeing like an email from OSU support saying that no, like we don't do bribery. Does that mean OSU support is lying? Does anyone does anyone have the screenshot of OSU support? They said they did like 2 to 3 times. Do you have screenshots of that? Please, I need you guys to set my fucking memory straight, dude. Listen, the reason why I've been like not interested in the spare situation is because I thought there was no conclusive evidence. I thought it was all just fucking speculation and wishy-washy he said, she said shit. And that type of high school drama, I'm genuinely not interested in at all, dude. I fucking hate he said, she said type shit. Ephemeralist, there is absolutely nobody who has paid to be unbanned. Not a single person. Whoever is telling you that these things is a complete liar, and I implore you to press them for proof beyond them saying, yeah, I paid and got unbanned. So what the fuck is going on? The sauce. No, it cannot even be called false because it's such an egregious departure from the truth that has never been on the scale of something vaguely related to the truth to begin with. Whatever turgid waste of her plasm decides to spout such utter nonsense needs to consider their life choices and choose something more meaningful for their life than lying to people on the internet. Hyperbole aside, no, we haven't ever done this, nor will we even consider it. Restricted people can't even buy shit from our store. What makes you think we take money from them to come back and ruin our game? Yeah, mate, thanks for the $5. Come back and cause us another 20 hours worth of work to clean up before next time, yeah? Honestly, Reddit. See, that makes sense. So who's lying? Is it OSU support or is it Spare? Is Spare lying that his friend bought him an unban? Since OSU support isn't just one person, it could have been done under the table because we don't know how it exactly. So at the moment, we're still having... So this is still like technically a giant question mark then. OSU support is saying that they never did a pay for unban. Spare is saying that he got his friend to unban him by paying. It's just he said, she said. What the fuck, dude? That's basically what I'm getting. Bro, the post you were reading is 9 years old. Yes, but like the incident in which people are referencing to Spare buying an unban genuinely did happen 10 fucking years ago. Ed wants real evidence so he can milk the fuck out of it. It's not even about that. It's just because of genuine curiosity. Because here's the thing. I consider Spare a friend. I met that dude at COE, all right? We shared drinks together. I think he's cool. But if he's a fucking cheater, he's scum of the earth. If he lied to my fucking face, he's dead to me. I don't give a shit. That's why I only care about your scores if I know you personally. Because that way I know your fucking face. That way I can tell you firsthand that you're a piece of shit. So, unless anyone else has some other feedback it seems like it is still Osu support denying that his unban was purchased and Spare saying that his friend purchased an unban. That's it. Ed, which one is worse? Ratting behind 5-year-old cheated scores versus Cloudful climbing up to number 3 with DKS? There's a difference. Cloudful gets me views. Shocking news, Epiphany paid for his unban. But I got unbanned twice. Okay, I paid XDD. I'm the second of the 2 to 3 people, Peppy said. How else would I get unbanned 2 days after multi-counting? Peppy, would you like my word that Spare was the last case of this happening in the overall number definitely not being higher than I specified, 2 to 3 users? Saying I'm lying about a date, which is public knowledge, and using that to imply I'm lying about everything is a bit over the top, no? I've spent basically every day working on those for the last 20 years, and my sense of time and history is likely inaccurate. This will be my last comment here, as I really don't want to get into such a mundane conversation when I could be sleeping or deving. But I know I was brought up to not lie, and I seriously cannot tell a lie even if I try, for the best or worst. So that's it. What the fuck? Here's a semi-serious response. I understand many will disagree with my standpoint on such issues, but I have a pretty abnormal way of thinking, so I'm used to this. There are a few cases over the years, not in the last 2 years, so my recollection is a bit vague, where users have offered me money for unbans at my private email. I've accepted such offers 3 times at most. I've only accepted when the user's account was in a state they could pass an appeal if I was to look into their account. Thus, they're not paying for an unban as much they are paying for my time. I usually mark such ban requests sent to my personal inbox as spam. Was between me and the user. No other Osu staff, as you called them, were involved. There were times when we absolutely couldn't keep up with appeals, and I had the idea of offering priority support. Users can pay a set fee for priority appraisal of their appeal. Then the money collected could be used to get people in place to handle appeals. There's quite a lot of work involved when we received up to 300 on any day. Let me know your opinions on the feasibility of offering such priority support system. You see, unlike other games, and also there's no financial investment, meaning players have nothing to lose if they get banned or get banned, unbanned, and then continue causing shit. Having them place money on the line, in my eyes, may help reduce the re-offense rate. Holy fuck. So if this is implying, so this I feel like is a primary source that Osu support, which Peppy being part of Osu support, has accepted unbans or expedited unbans when money was involved, which would explain why Ephemerals completely denies it and would suggest that if Spare was one of those few cases, Spare was able to expedite his unban. So this changes everything. Is that a fucking ice cream truck? Okay, this looks really bad for Peppy, all right? This is also 8 years ago. But I want you guys to know that 2025 is the year that I get canceled. I've accepted money for unbans as well. In fact, I'm not even the one asking for it. People just donate me money asking to get unbanned, and I don't give a shit. So I just unbanned them. So, like, listen, bro. If you're going to cancel Peppy, cancel me too. I never accepted money for an unban, only the opportunity to have me read an email and look into a case I otherwise would be ignoring. Only it happened 2 or 3 times and not recently. We now have some amazing support staff in place keeping up with incoming appeals, which means there's no reason for the time being for me to handle cases. You can call it corruption if you want, but I just see it as the user supporting the game. I never let money sway my opinions or actions. That is true. That is true. Peppy, from my interactions with him, at least, is a very consistent guy. Also, nothing personal with Spare. I didn't even know their username at the time or who they were. Guess they just got lucky with timing. Sorry to destroy your yaoi fantasies. What the plot thickens? Rooting furry porn incident? Cut some slack. We deal with a lot of shit. I like to experiment with all options I plan. Also, my wang isn't that big. Proof? All right. With that being said, it seems like we have that cleared up. Okay? It seems like Spare bought, or it seems like Spare's unban from years ago was because someone paid for it. Okay, I'm glad that I now have that cleared up. It is highly probable. Let's just say that. Okay, now what is this? I'd like to get a few things out of the way before I begin. Something important to note is that aim assist is less apparent the bigger the circle size is. This means that it commonly looks more obvious on hard rock plays than no mod. But you can still see it.
I'm just gonna run through this and try to explain what I'm looking at. He flicks off. And that looks very unnatural. He does it again. And here he does it. I'm hoping you can see this, because I addressed this before, but some people haven't been able to see it. And right here he does it. If I get rid of the circle, I think it might look a little... It's a little difficult to see here because of the angle that is happening at. You can still kind of see it, I think. Pretty crazy at the end here, so let's just take a look here. You can see how his cursor is just zooming off. Even right there. Right there was like a weird issue going on. Oh, this is a pretty good example right here. So he would have missed, but he can't really make straight lines, but somehow right here, while he's making a circle, his aim adjusts to a straight line to hit the circle. You see that? And it also speeds up, so you can make it in time. But here he misses, and this is just a clicking issue at this point, and just aiming issue overall. The aim assist cannot save it.
Of course, suspicious is an understatement. It's cheated. Okay, so like, chat, I mentioned this before. I have no idea if something is cheated. Unless it's genuinely blatant. Alright? So like, is this actually like smoking gun type shit? Or is this like, could be explained by like, what I heard in the past was like, tablet bug, reproducible error type shit. I mean, people are referencing, oh, he's restricted, so it must be 100% confirmed. That's cool now, but I'm trying to like learn a little bit about replay analysis. Is this smoking gun type evidence, or is this highly suspicious type shit? Are there any professional cheater analysis things? No player can go that straight that many times. But is there a scenario where that could be explained through like some sort of tablet jankiness? Why are you low-key playing as devil's advocate here? I can't. It's because I'm genuinely curious, dude. Listen, I don't like taking things as fact. I like asking for the smoking gun. I like understanding. I don't want to be just fed facts. I want to have an understanding as to why something is fact. The jankiness doesn't magically happen only to save you from missing circles. Your tablet jankiness could FC literally any map. Infinite monkey theorem. If it was smoking gun evidence, why wasn't he banned 4 years ago? See, that's what that's what makes this like kind of like weird. Because if it was really smoking gun, how was he able to explain it as like a tablet error? Look at Sunyoku's message. Ephemeral genuinely didn't know about the unban. By the way, he posted about it back then. Okay, since this is quasi-serious, even though that violates the chief edict of off-topic, I'll give you a quasi-serious response in kind. Venting bullshit. Well, telling this for a while now after last experiment went wrong and unfortunate support account breach. So second chance rule should apply to everyone, right? You fucked up once, you get a second chance. You fucked the second time, bye, fuck off. So how irresponsible needs to be person to break his own rule, which should keep cheaters out of the community? Why the fuck Spare got his third chance to exist as a well-known cheater? He fucked up 2 times already got banned 2 times in a row. So who is worse now in this case? Guy who offered 90 USD to get his account back, or a guy who takes 90 USD and prove that rules don't exist? Completely don't know what to think about this right now. Okay, I had no idea paid anything was going down. The vehemence of my refusal to believe it is an actual thing when it was first raised on Reddit should serve as proof of that. Couldn't fathom the notion that people were successfully offering money in exchange for chances / priority support / unbans or whatever, simply because it was so utterly incongruent with how we handled stuff in the past. Peppy later articulated his reasoning behind it to me once his Reddit post went out, and I kind of see where he's coming from now. Unlike other games, cheating on OC is largely void of consequences outside of account closure. If you're the type of person to not really care about this sort of thing, it isn't like you have to purchase the game again each time you get banned to continue cheating. This sort of low-stakes environment fosters repeat offenders, especially for people who are dedicated to trying to remain in the game's community. So in his mind, he figured that maybe accepting the offers of people who were saying they'd be willing to pay to secure his time for long enough to work out some unbanned conditions wouldn't be too bad. That the money could ideally go towards funding more people to activate check appeals in the future. People who had paid for the time would be less incentivized to cheat again, since they'd be losing the investment purse if they were banned again. That much I can agree with. We struggle immensely with keeping up with appeals, more so now that some unscrumptious people have nuked our support inboxes and ruined all the organization we had set up to manage it. I think in the future, paying for priority support will be a thing officially. It kind of needs to be, because we need more people on support handling this sort of stuff. We need less people repeat offending, which this little affair sorts out quite nicely. It'll never be about, hey, I cheated here, $90, so I can come back and cheat again, though. That shit's fucked. And I think you'll notice that Spare has been quite scrupulous about being on his best behavior since he came back, sort of. If he decided to cheat again for whatever reason, I'm 99% sure he'd be promptly told to fuck off if he offered to pay for time again, given that he'd already probably consumed more than $90 worth of man hours to handle at this point. So yeah, don't be disheartened. I don't really want people to think we're allowing this under the table type shit to be a thing. Probably made it very clear to Peppy that this sort of thing was an option. That if this sort of thing was an option, it needs to be an option for everyone, not just people who ask. We'll probably expand the concept more next year for someone. And that never happened. That's actually insane, chat. The real question is, what led to the restriction happening now out of nowhere? True! Why now? 5 years later? Who snitched? All right. I'm happy we talked about the Spare situation. That was actually really, really interesting. I mean, I haven't really given it much thought in like a long ass time. I'd like to believe that, I mean, there is like a small tangential thing, which is my skepticism of OSU support, that I have no concrete evidence about outside of just my own personal experience through my friend who could be lying to me. But with that being said, looks like Spare cheated. And he bought an unban. Or had his friend buy an unban for him. That's crazy, dude.